Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Saturday Sabbath with me, Reiki Master Sharon. And today we're going to talk a little bit about nature. So, there are a lot of things that we can learn about nature. Even Jesus spoke in parables about nature because when we learn about how nature works, then we understand more of how the Creator works. And today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the things that are happening in my own yard, right? So my mom, she bought me a rose bush for my birthday, and there was a rose that was growing on it, and she asked me, "Did you pick your rose yet?" Because her idea was that, if you pick your rose, then more roses are going to grow because the plant doesn't have to support it as much anymore, and then it has more energy to make more flowers, right? So I decided I wanted to leave it on the plant because I thought it was very beautiful and I didn't want to pluck it. I didn't want it to come up. I just wanted to appreciate it where it was. And there were other buds that were growing on my bush, and they still are. They're going to flourish at their own means. But my mom, after the rose had, kind of uh, expended its lifespan, my mom came and plucked it off of the plant. And I started thinking about my own garden because I know that when we remove a fruit from a plant, that it makes the plant produce more because you're using it. It's saying, okay, you're using it, I'm going to produce more for you to use. And I've also read that once we pluck something off of a plant, that it begins to slowly lose its nutrients. So then the question comes in, do we leave it on the plant to ripen, or is there a certain time where it's okay to pluck it off and let it ripen, maybe on your counter or something? And really, I think there's a balance in that too, because if you are dealing with your first fruits and you see that you have a really big tomato, like this one that I've plucked today, this is a very big tomato. This was on my plant, and I decided to pluck it today because it's starting to turn a little yellow, and I feel like it's probably grown to its full extent. But with it being off of the plant, it can ripen, and I don't have to worry about it getting split from the sun, and I don't have to worry about bugs getting in and eating it. It's gonna ripen on my counter, and I'm super excited to eat it. I could even eat it as it is right now. I could make fried green tomatoes with it, right? But with it being off of the plant, it's giving a signal to the plant that I am thankful and grateful for the fruit that it's producing, and it's going to produce more. So this also relates to how we react to opportunities that are coming up for us in our lives. Even if it's a small opportunity or something that we feel like it might not be time for it to be invested in yet or something like that. But if we can show gratitude for the opportunities that are coming into our life, that's a way of signaling to the universe that we're ready for more, we want more, that we're thankful for what is there and we're taking advantage of it. So this can look like, I'm in a group called the Awaken Alchemist group on Facebook. It is a group of healers that I am cultivating this community with, but we're cultivating an email list through the people who are joining the group, and I see that as an opportunity. Every email that we get is a sacred yes of someone saying that they are interested in what we're doing and what we're sharing, and I just think that is so special, and it means so much to us. And it might seem small, but in doing these little things and kind of just making it known that you're ready for more, then we're able to get more. So now my Facebook, since I've been growing my reach, it's also allowed me to sign up for subscriptions. So if you want to join my subscription on Facebook, it's $4.99, and I think every month I will do either like a card pull with the community or a guided meditation or something like that on YouTube, on not YouTube, but I'll probably post a YouTube replay for people who can't make it live on Zoom. But doing that, making that decision to take that opportunity and actually agree to the subscription is my way of telling the universe that I'm ready for more people to come into my sphere and for me to help or assist activating their awareness of their own empowerment and healing journey. So these are huge steps in my mind, even though they may look small to other people, but these are small steps that lead to big leaps. And that is something that I wanted to kind of bring to people's awareness right now, because there are always opportunities for you to move in the direction in which you want to go, as long as you're able to focus on which direction you want to go and kind of silence all of the distractions of the things that you don't want to experience, because there are plenty of things that we don't want to experience. And when we put energy into focusing on the things that we don't want to experience, it's basically saying to the universe that that's what we do want to experience, because the universe doesn't understand don't or not. So if you say, I don't want to be sick, it says you're being resistant to being sick. You do want to be sick so that you do not have to fear being sick anymore. And obviously that's not something that's not what we're saying. That's not our intention. But our energy is saying that. So it's better to say, I am well. Everything that I'm doing is causing me to be well. I am intentionally doing things that make me well and healthy. Do you see the shift? Because now we're focused on being whole, being healthy, being in that energy, in that vibration. Our body, our whole soma picks up on the vibration of those thoughts and those words. So I just really wanted to share that with you guys today. If you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'd love to see you next week. Okay, bye-bye.